Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Saturday, and what a Saturday it is. 11 races, 11 stakes races, and it's Classico del Caribe Day. And let's get right to those track and weather conditions.
Saturday's card begins with a rainy afternoon, a good main track that would be downgraded to sloppy, and a good turf course. First of 11, the Hut Hut, 75,000 at 1 mile over the main track. A field of 8 first race favorites were number 2, Miss Momentum, and number 3, My Favorite Gift. Racing at Gulfstream. Hut Hut Stakes underway with Lose Mimi Princess and Weekend Mischief, the first 2 out. Here's My Favorite Gift moving to challenge, and My Favorite Gift puts ahead in front. Mary Elena has speed from down toward the inside, and then on the outside and Lose Mimi Princess. So now Lose Mimi Princess puts the pedal to the metal under Joel Rosario and leads out of the 1 mile chute 3 parts of a length. Mary Elena is second on the outside, and Weekend Mischief from third. My Favorite Gift is out sprinted after a good start. She settles fourth and is guided to the outside by Jaramillo, working 4 ahead of Miss Momentum, who's also out in the center of the course. Aaliyah's Story is next. The 2 at the back are Bernardetta and Beautiful Wife. They make their way down the backstretch and go to the half-mile pole. Lose Mimi Princess calls the shots with a length to work with. Bautista came off the rail with Mary Elena to take second on the outside. My Favorite Gift is on the attack. She just ran by Weekend Mischief. Miss Momentum starts to get momentum under Tyler Gaffleone. She's drawn within 4.5 of the lead. Aaliyah's Story is down inside, followed by Bernardetta, and the trailer is the Puerto Rican Beautiful Wife as they run to the top of the stretch. Lose Mimi Princess has the lead a half a length. On the outside, My Favorite Gift is second. Miss Momentum continues to travel very well for Tyler G, racing third, and on the far outside, Bernardetta put to a drive next with Aaliyah's Story, and they're at the top of the stretch. Up front, Lose Mimi Princess will have to deal with Miss Momentum, who's coming to call on the outside, and after 3 quarters in 1:13.1, Miss Momentum takes the lead. 8-5 looks like awfully easy money as Miss Momentum, never out of first gear, a wrapped up winner and still moving away. Miss Momentum to win the Hut Hut in style. She won it by at least 5. Up for second is Aaliyah's Story, third Lose Mimi Princess, then Bernardetta, and My Favorite Gift. You don't win a horse race any easier than Miss Momentum did to kick off the Saturday program. She rolled home while under first gear handling by Tyler Gaffleone. Trainer Mark Cassie has a nice one on his hands for owner Gary Barber. Number 6, Aaliyah's Story, well beaten while second ahead of the 7 Lose Mimi Princess, who ran third. To the second race we go, the 5th running of the Wait a While on turf at 1 mile, 75,000 up for grabs, a field of 13. This was a wide open betting race. The off-time favorite was number 6, Stainless. Racing and the Wait a While. Picture perfect beginning. From the center, Designing gets the first call, but Tee-Up is intent on getting to the front, and Luis Castillo and Tee-Up put ahead in front of Designing in the run to the first turn. Subtle Step will be 4 wide with My Masterpiece at the rail. Di Maria is widest of all. Filfila comes away in the top flight. Irad Ortiz Jr. has her in the 2 path and 3 lengths off the lead. Then back to Stainless and Golden Orb. Homemade Salsa 3 wide. At the inside is Queen Rose. Racing on her outside is Unstable in the Morning alongside Malibu Saint. And at the back of the field is Gift of Glory as they charge into the backstretch. Tee-Up has the lead and completes a quarter in 25-2. Leads by a head, Designing on the outside. Second, Di Maria is a 3 wide third. My Masterpiece is 4th and at the rail. Then Filfila on the outside and moving up is Homemade Salsa with a 4 wide brush down the backstretch. Subtle Step gets the shuffle. Stainless moves up as well. Then in traffic and trying to improve is Unstable in the Morning. Alongside her is Golden Orb. She's drawn within 5.5 lengths of the lead. Out of last place is Gift of Glory, and now at the back is Queen Rose with Malibu Saint just in front of her as they round the far turn. Designing now goes to put ahead in front through a 40 or 52, a flat half mile. On the attack is Homemade Salsa is second. Filfila tacks on from third. She'll look to get to the outside. Racing into 4th is Golden Orb. She has momentum. On the outside, and Malibu Saint runs on from the back. So does Gift of Glory. My Masterpiece still in the hunt. Tries to find room at the rail. Then Stainless, and they're at the top of the stretch. Designing the first to turn in. A host of pursuers is My Masterpiece. Tries to work into the clear. Down the outside, an elite run coming from Malibu Saint. Malibu Saint is charging it, Designing in between horses, and fired up now is Golden Orb with the 16th to go. Filfila's in tight. Malibu Saint takes the lead. Filfila had to slam on the brakes. Malibu Saint won it. Very close for second as Gift of Glory kept charging alongside Golden Orb, then Filfila, then 145-3. Number 8, Malibu Saint wins a roughly run edition of the Wait a While Stakes as she had to survive an inquiry and an objection. In the end, it was ruled that the 11 Golden Orb, who finished third, was disqualified from third and placed fourth for climbing into the path of number 9, Phil Fila. Malibu Saint remains the winner at a nice price. Luis Saez rode her for Mike Maker and Redway Racing Stable. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, stakes action continues. It's an all-stakes Saturday. Don't go away.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by two guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NEC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, the fourth running of the Buffalo Man Stakes at 6 furlongs, $75,000 up for grabs. A field of 6, all the money for 4 Diamond Oops and 5 Mojovation. And they're off in the Buffalo Man. Diamond Oops gets the first call. Mojovation has speed from his outside, sending from the rail as Acor, and Empire Power makes it a party. They're 4 across the course, racing 4 ahead of the 2 at the back, Silent Tiger and Madarnas. The race to the half-mile pole, that Amisael Jaramillo and Acor have the lead by a neck. In the 2 path, it's Empire Power second, Victor Espinoza 3 wide with Diamond Oops. 4 wide is Mojovation. He's dropped better than 3 lengths off the lead, and he's well clear of the back markers, Madarnas and Silent Tiger, through the opening quarter mile and around the far turn. 5-2 proposition. Acor maintains a clear advantage. Second is Empire Power. Diamond Oops gets started on the outside. Mojovation's going to have to find some motivation from there as he's still 5 or 6 lengths off the lead. The 2 back markers, Madarnas and Silent Tiger, trying to make some ground with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Acor comes off the turn with the lead. Diamond Oops to the attack second. Empire Power third. Mojovation on the outside, and Madarnas rallies from last. He has a shot for a slice with 1/8 of a mile to go. Acor still in front. Diamond Oops continues to charge hard, and now Diamond Oops has taken over the lead. Diamond Oops and Victor Espinoza stride clear to win the Buffalo Man by 2. Good run from the local Madarnas to get second, ahead of Acor third, then Mojovation. Second choice in the wagering, number 4, Diamond Oops, wears down the pace setter inside the final furlong. Looks like a horse who might want to go a little bit farther. That's good news for Patrick Biancone and winning rider Victor Espinoza. Triple Crown Trail just along the way here. Martin Schwartz, the owner, in partnership with Amy Dunn, Diamond 100 Racing Club, and Patrick Biancone. Big long shot 6, Madarnas, did well for the local horses to get second ahead of the 2 Acre, who ran third. To the 4th race now, and the start of another pick 3, the House Party Stakes at 6 furlongs. A field of 9 signed on. Favorite was number 8, Courageous Queen. And they're off in the House Party. Razorback Lady a step slow into stride. She's quickly moving up to challenge for the lead with Take Charge Paula from the top shelf. These two now heads apart ahead of Lil Be Quick, who's racing in third. Out of their 4th is Courageous Queen. She's only 3 lengths off the lead. She's followed by Florida Fuego, Morning Destiny 3 wide. In between horses, it's Writer's Almanac. Then it's a length and a half back to Frau Riley. And the gray is last of all Magic Spell and Joel Rosario trail the field inside half a mile away. Around the far turn they go. Razorback Lady 3 parts of a length. Take Charge Paula on the outside second. Courageous Queen ready to strike from third. Back to 4th, Lil Be Quick. Then Morning Destiny. Florida Fuego in the lime colors is down toward the rails, trying to rally about 4 lengths off the lead. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back to a retreating Writer's Almanac. And the 2 at the back continue to be Magic Spell. And now dropping to trail is Frau Riley with a quarter of a mile left to go. Razorback Lady fights to hold it. On the outside, Take Charge Paula from between horses. Lil Be Quick is back for more. She's on the outside third. Courageous Queen did not go on with 1/8 of a mile to go. Espinoza and Razorback Lady dead game on the inside. On the outside and Take Charge Paula. Razorback Lady, Take Charge Paula. These two, Take Charge Paula. Paco had something up his sleeve, and Take Charge Paula beat Razorback Lady by a neck. Then Lil Be Quick and Courageous Queen in 1:11-3. Number 9, Take Charge Paula responds to the challenge and deep stretch of today's 4th race and holds on for the score under Paco Lopez for trainer Kelly Breen and owner Bruce Talisman. Second one, Razorback Lady, who gave the winner all she wanted in deep stretch. 2, Lil Be Quick, hung on gamely to get third. To the 5th race now, this 4th running of the Smooth Air at 1 mile. 2-year-olds for a $75,000 guaranteed purse. A field of 10. Favorites included 1, Colton, Mississippi, and 9, Bal Harbor. Racing in the smooth air. Slammed into at the break was Tip Sheet, shuffled back to last as Colton, Mississippi drifted out of touch. Bon Raison was away well, so was Bal Harbor, and winking at the dude. Renaissance Frolic has speed. Colton, Mississippi down at the inside, taken in hand by Johnny V. He'll allow him to settle, and he's still only a length off the lead. Adgard Zayas moves stronger to the far outside to race in 5th now. Then it's a gap of 2 to Where She Told Me to Go, followed by Tip Sheet and Forever Taken, and the early trailer is Handsome Franco. 23-2 for a contested opening quarter speed. Up front, Bon Raison leads narrowly. Winking at the dude is 2nd. Renaissance Frolic is 3rd. Stronger is 4th, while 4 wide. At the rail, Colton, Mississippi, deciding whether he wants to shoot on through or wait for racing room later. Looks like the latter will be the decision there from Bal Harbor, who's racing next, a half a length in front of Where She Told Me to Go. Getting started 3 wide for Tyler Gaffleone. Forever Taken and Tip Sheet are next, and Handsome Franco is last as they round the far turn. The opening half mile was 46-3. Stiff pace is Stronger comes on to take the lead. Renaissance Frolic is worked on. Where She Told Me to Go appears to have some run and moves up on the outside. Bal Harbor needs some place to go for Castellano. Forever Taken is next with a 1/4 mile left to go. Zayas working overtime on the leader. Bal Harbor trying to knife between horses. Where She Told Me to Go. Now let loose by Tyler Gaffleone, and Where She Told Me to Go strides to the lead with 1 to fight off as Bal Harbor takes dead aim at the leader from 2nd with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Where She Told Me to Go digging in. Bal Harbor coming on. Where She Told Me to Go, and Bal Harbor. Bal Harbor's got him. Bal Harbor. Bal Harbor nailed Where She Told Me to Go. Well clear of Stronger in 138 flat. Nice stretch kick from the son of First Samurai. Number 9, Bal Harbor, runs down a horse who had something in the tank, and Where She Told Me to Go. Nice performance indeed for under Javier Castellano for Todd Pletcher, the Red Oak stable of the Brunetti family. Number 5, Where She Told Me to Go, ran an excellent race and just ended up 2nd ahead of number 6, Stronger, a well-beaten 3rd. Early pick 5 today, $881.15. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the Saturday program right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for race number 6 of the afternoon, the 5th running of the Pulpit on turf. 2-year-olds for $75,000. Scratch to 12 and 13, a field of 11. Heavily favored, number 7, Murad. Racing in the Pulpit Stakes. Seattle Treasure wins the break. Street Copper displaying speed from the far outside. Bantu's trying to get over. Moving out the inside is Speed Franco, and Speed Franco will protect his inside position and lead the way. Street Copper lands in the 2-path, and Seattle Treasure behind that top flight while racing in 3rd. Bantu's in the 2-path while 4th. Then it's back to Pont de Garde and Murad. The favorite is racing in 6th under Johnny V, only about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Out 3 wide goes Stolen Pistol to race about 7 lengths off the lead. Then it's Naughty Bowie. In the 2-path following him is Pony Up. He's 3rd last. Cometine is 2nd last, and King Angelus is last of all as they race down the backstretch. The opening quarter went in 23 and 4, and up front the leader is Speed Franco, 3 parts of a length. Street Copper is 2nd. A backstretch brush and a wide backstretch brush of that from Stolen Pistol. He's way out in the center under Luis Saez. That forces the hand of Naughty Bowie. Murad's going to have a decision to make. He's trying to maintain his spot without quickening too much to do it. Seattle Treasure is at the rail. Following is Pont de Garde and Cometine. Pony Up is 3 wide. Then Naughty Bowie and King Angelus as the entire field takes closer order. 6.5 lengths from first to last as they round the far turn. Jaramillo lets out a notch on Speed Franco through a 52nd half mile. He maintains the lead. Murad comes to call from between horses. Street Copper is still right there, trying to run on the outside of the leader now as that backstretch brush horse as they run to the top of the stretch. Speed Franco still has the lead. Speed Franco gives him something to think about. He's 3 on top. Murad is struggling, trying to mount a challenge in second with Street Copper third. Down the outside, Naughty Bowie and Seattle Treasure. But look at Speed Franco get away. Speed Franco has extended the lead to 6 lengths. Pony Up is up into second, but no way can he catch Speed Franco, who's a 13-1 winner. He won it by 4. Pony Up second, Murad third, King Angelus fourth ahead of Naughty Bowie, who completes the high 5 in 1:42 and 1.
Number 7, Murad did not have an optimum trip, but number 2, Speed Franco did, as he was on the engine the whole way and really turned in a nice run in the final 1/8 of a mile. Speed Franco with an upset victory under Misael Jaramillo, Gustavo Delgado, and Grupo 7C Racing Stable. 6, Pony Up second, 7, Murad finished third. Time now to start the Clásico del Caribe series with race number 7, the Copa Dama del Caribe, a mile and a 16th over the main track for $124,000 in estimated purse money. A field of 9 signed on, many countries represented. The off-time favorite from Panama, number 4, Lady Valerie.
Racing in the Copa Dama del Caribe. From the rail, the Puerto Rican Esplendorosa blasts out to take a clear advantage. She has inside position and the front over How Are You, who comes away racing in second. Out 3 wide is Jackie O in third. Mexico third and fourth early. Now down at the inside and taking over second is Lady Valerie. Lady Valerie now moves about 3 lengths off the lead. Outside and next is Gladiador with Donna Catalina, who's down toward the inside. Then back at the rail is Sigona racing ahead of Crown Roses, and dropping back to last is the trailer, San Juanera. To the backstretch they roll. The opening quarter was 23 and 3, and at 4-1, it's Edwin Castro and Esplendorosa calling the shots with the length to work with. How Are You is there second. Down at the inside, Lady Valerie is a joint third alongside Jackie O. Then it's a gap of another 4 lengths back to the next pair, including Gladiador. Moving between horses is Sigona. Moving out the inside is Donna Catalina. San Juanera is next, and dropping back to last is Crown Roses. That's the 9 of them with less than half a mile to go now, and up front the leader is Esplendorosa, 3 parts of length. Staying close in tow is Jaguar How Are You in second. It's a gap of 4 to Jackie O third. The favorite is called on and not responding. Lady Valerie plummets, then trying to run on from the back, both Sigona and Gladiadora as How Are You? And Irad Ortiz Jr. stride to the lead now. How Are You? Strictly the one to beat. She moves away by 2. Esplendorosa is an all-in second. Running on from the back, here's Gladiadora. So they're at the top of the stretch, and the short stretch of the first finish line. How Are You has 1 to fight off. It's Mexico against Venezuela as Javier Castellano sets Gladiadora down for the drive, and she tries to get to the leader, and that leader is How Are You? Short stretch to work with. How Are You? 4 in front. Gladiadora gaining, but time running out. In fact, time has run out. It's How Are You? Give 1 to Mexico as How Are You? And Irad Ortiz Jr. stride clear to a 5-length win. Second, Gladiadora. Third was Sigona. Then Esplendorosa and the Copa Dama del Caribe.
Mexico scores the first blow on Clásico del Caribe Day with number 5, How Are You? Draws away under Irad Ortiz Jr. and better than 5-1 for Fausto Gutierrez and Quadra San Jorge. Second was 8, Gladiadora, ahead of the 9, Sigona, who ran third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon, a mile and a quarter of the trip. This was the Copa Confraternidad del Caribe, a Confraternity Caribbean Cup, $100,000 in added purse money, presented by the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau. Field of 9 signed on. The favorites included 5, Igor, and 4, Grand Will.
And they're off in the Confraternity Cup. Toward the inside, Don Carlos R. gets the first call in the center. Here's Igor, keyed up and up to challenge for the top. Away in third is El Tigre Mono. He's going to back into a beautiful spot for John Velasquez. Racing ahead of Arquitecto is much closer than usual. Dynamo is next, then Panzer Barcelona. The 3 at the back are Huitlacoche, Kalinico, and Grand Will. They race into the first turn, chasing the speed of Don Carlos R. and Hector Barrios. They lead the way by a length. Igor allowed to settle in the 3-path, racing in second. El Tigre Mono is third. Kalinico is now fourth. Up the inside, an Arquitecto from 5th. Outside 6th is Panzer Barcelona. The 3 at the back include Huitlacoche, Grand Will, and Kalinico. Around the first turn they go. They complete a quarter, 23-2. That's got to be fast as they run into the backstretch. Don Carlos R has the lead, 3 parts of a length. Igor is there second. Dynamo moves to be third. El Tigre Mono's been ridden quietly from the start. He's in fourth, ahead of Arquitecto, who's a handful, while fifth. Then it's a gap of another 2.5 back to Grand Will and Wheat La Coche. Outside Panzer Barcelona starts to lose ground, and Kalinico tries to play catch-up through a 48-second half mile. They move now to the final half mile of the contest, and up front, the leader is Don Carlos R, but he's gone fast. Igor on the attack and down at the rail. Diaz trying to thread the needle with Arquitecto. He's not going to be able to yet. He taps on the brakes. El Tigre Mono gets the wake-up call by Johnny V to try to go after Igor, who strides to a clear lead. Mexico has the lead with Igor by 2, but Arquitecto comes to call from second, and El Tigre Mono in with a shot from third. Panama, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. Who do you like with a quarter of a mile left to go? Arquitecto now collars the leader Igor and moves away a length and a quarter. El Tigre Mono is second and the only one in shouting distance after 3 quarters in 1:12.4, the mile in 1:38.3. Puerto Rico has taken over. Arquitecto moves 2 on top. Back to second and El Tigre Mono. Back to third is Igor, then Don Carlos R. It's Arquitecto with the lead. El Tigre Mono's got a shot. Here's El Tigre Mono refusing to yield. El Tigre Mono! Panamanians rejoice. El Tigre Mono looked beat. He came again in 2:05.3.
What a stretch run in today's 8th race. Number 1, Arquitecto, looked to have it all sewed up, but he was run down by the Panamanian, El Tigre Mono. John Velasquez at 8-1, up for the victory for trainer Carlos Espino and owner Stud Marathon. Second one, Arquitecto, ahead of 5, Igor, and third. To the 9th race now, the Copa Velocidad del Caribe, a $114,000 purse. These are sprinters at 6 furlongs. Scratch the 1, Jota Jota, a field of 8. All the money for Venezuelans 7, Forze Mal, and 9, Crotone.
And they're off in the Caribbean Cup Speed. Master Supreme gets the first call and goes looking for the lead from the outside. Crotone is ridden out of there by Jaramillo. He wants position, but he's stuck wide. In between horses is Atenea. Catador is down toward the rail. In between horses, it's Justiciero. Then it's Buell Adden, 3 lengths back to Forze Mal, and the early trailer is Derek I. They fly to the half-mile pole. Master Supreme has the lead, and he leads now by a length and a quarter. Up into second is Atenea. Catador is third. The favorite is losing ground, and he's wide on the course. Not very promising run here for Crotone. He's being put to a drive by Jaramillo and not responding, nor is Forze Mal. So the favorites are out of it, and there's still 5/16 to go. Up front, it's Master Supreme, a length and a quarter. Up into second, Justiciero. Back to third is Atenea. Trying to run on from the back is Blue Adden. Down at the inside, it's Catador. Not today for Forze Mal. Crotone has plummeted to last as they turn in. Master Supreme straightens for the judge, a length and a half on top. It's Master Supreme. Johnny V trying to get another one, and he still has the lead. Master Supreme now by 3. Forze Mal is late on the scene. He's rallied into second, but time has run out. The winner is Master Supreme on the wire by 2. Forze Mal was second. Third was Justiciero. Fourth was Atenea ahead of Blue Adden.
Well, Venezuela won today's 9th race, but it was with an upset-minded Master Supreme from post number 4, soundly defeated by both favorites in the past. Comes to Florida and makes a winning move under John Velasquez from Montos Racing Stable and trainer Ernesto Ochoa. Second was number 7, Forze Mal, who got on track late, ahead of number 8, Justiciero, ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the late daily double, the Copa Invitacional, up next, right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 10 on the program, the Copa Invitacional, $91,000 in estimated purse money. These are for horses that have raced in the United States or bred in the United States, but have since gone elsewhere. It's presented by Lascar International. Scratch the 4 Little Paul, a field of 9, heavily favored. The Puerto Rican representative, number 5, Michigas.
Racing in the Copa Invitacional. Good start for El Curdo down at the inside. Jade Master displaying speed. Quite the issue on the far outside, and Golden Diamond between horses. El Tio Johnny is reined back by Javier Castellano, trying to get over before they get to the first turn. Meanwhile, Mi Primogenito moves out the rail for Rosario. Then it's Michigas alongside Tornaquete, and Coltimus Prime is 3 wide at the back of the field as they charge around the first turn. Jade Master has the lead 3 parts of a length. Golden Diamond on the outside is second. Mi Primogenito is now third and about 3.5 lengths off the early pace. Then quite the issue in fourth. Down inside next goes El Curdo. Moving on his outside is El Tio Johnny. He's only about 6.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's a gap of 2.5 to the favorite Michigas. On his outside is Coltimus Prime. And now the trailer is Tornaquete. The opening quarter went in 23-2, moving right along as they head down the backstretch. Golden Diamond now leads 3 parts of a length. Jade Masters in the 2-path from second. El Curdo is alongside Mi Primogenito. Then it's El Tio Johnny. A sharp move being made from Michigas. Zayas moving at the rail and deftly moving into contention. He's all the way up into third. Michigas on the attack now. He's only 2 lengths off the lead. He is going to need a way through. Meanwhile, Coltimus Prime makes another move, and he's not going to need a way through as he's 3 wide and on the attack. El Tio Johnny got the shuffle. Mi Primogenito calls it an afternoon pass by Tornaquete, and long shot quite the issue is last of all with less than 3 furlongs to go. The leader is Jade Master. Now Coltimus Prime gets first run on Michigas. Michigas will have to wait for racing room and angle to the outside. And now El Curdo is into third from the back, trying to get underway now with 6 lengths to raise is Tornaquete with a 1/4 mile left to go. Coltimus Prime sails to a clear advantage. Jade Master is back to second. Michigas made that big run, but he's not sustained it yet. He is coming up the inside lane with 3 lengths down and 1/8 mile to go. Coltimus Prime will have to fend off Michigas and El Curdo. Coltimus Prime 2.5. El Curdo, Michigas, Jade Master, but to the wire, Rene Douglas, Coltimus Prime, and Irad Ortiz Jr. won it by 2.5. Second El Curdo, third Michigas, fourth was Jade Master, then Tornaquete, El Tio Johnny, followed by Golden Diamond, quite the issue, and Mi Primogenito wound up last in 2:04.4.
Number 5, Michigas had to wait for room, and number 8, Coltimus Prime won around. He got the jump and the win under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. for trainer Juan Arias and owner Rene Douglas, longtime reinsman here at Gulfstream Park. Rene Douglas with the owning victory with Coltimus Prime. Second was number 3, El Curdo, ahead of number 5, Michigas, who had to settle for third. To the 11th race now, the feature race of the day, presented by Fasig-Tipton. This is the 2017 Clásico Internacional del Caribe. $300,000 in added purse money, a field of 12. No changes here, and it was a wide-open betting race.
Arrancan and the Clásico del Caribe. Racing with Platino, the best to begin. Tuki Monton is offensive-minded in the early stages, and Hoyme splits horses and now moves up. Down at the inside and racing from fourth is Hala Hala. Out wide on the course, Fry Angelico dropped over nicely in the yellow colors, racing toward the back half of the field. Alongside that is Inspirato Immenso, the Dominican Republic Triple Crown winner, settles in at the back of the field as Platino has the lead. Platino leads Join Me by a length now. From the inside and racing in third is Gatillo. Tuki Monton is now fourth. From fifth and Fry Angelico. Then it's the favorite El Cubita. Hala Hala is next. La Di Horacio a bit keen, trying to settle. Just to his inside is Senalero. Hala Hala's at the rail. Then Justiciero. Juan Carlos Diaz sets up shop third last with the Puerto Rican Triple Crown winner. Second last is Inspirato, and Immenso is last of all for Joel Rosario behind an opening quarter in 23-4 that went a half mile. In 48-1 as they continue down the backstretch in the 2017 Caribbean Classic, and it's Puerto Rico's Platino with the advantage. On the outside in second is Joy Me, 2.5 lengths back to Gatillo third. El Cubita is fourth. Down inside Hala Hala for Mexico, moving sharply now and into a contending spot. Only 3 lengths off the lead. Inspirato tries to follow that. Senalero put to a drive. Fry Angelico and Tuki Monton now plummets to last. Both favorites need to get going here as Justiciero is 6 wide and Immenso picks a path between horses. Meanwhile up front, up on the outside, here comes Hala Hala to put ahead in front. Back to second is Joy Me, 2.5 lengths back to Fry Angelico. Has to quicken now third, and they're at the top of the stretch in the Caribbean Classic. And Mexico's Hala Hala is opening up. Hala Hala by 6. Hala Hala Houston, Mexico, with a powerhouse performance in this year's Caribbean Classic. Here's Hala Hala, Irad Ortiz Jr. for his third of the day. Hala Hala in a romp. Second is Fray Angelico. Third is Joy Me. Amenso, the Dominican horse, got running for fourth, ahead of Justiciero, who could only manage fifth in 152 flat.
Mexico started off the series this year with a win, and they end the series with a win, an emphatic win at that, as their representative, number 2, Hala Hala, the filly, kicks it into another gear. She blows away the boys and the competition in the 2017 Caribbean Classic, giving Irad Ortiz Jr. his third winner of the day for Fausto Gutierrez and owners and breeders Cuadra San Jorge. Second, number 12, Fray Angelico. Third was number 3, Joy Me. And fourth was number 10, Imenso. Late pick 5, more than $14,000. Nobody had 6 in the Rainbow 6. 5 of 6, more than $2,000. Triggers a Sunday carryover of $24,961.34.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. We're right back here tomorrow on Sunday with a 10-race card. And don't forget our first race post, 12:35 p.m. Good night and good luck.